What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. NFL. Carolina Panthers versus Green Bay Packers. The Panthers have a 22.4% chance to win. The Packers have a 77.4% chance to win. This is at Green Bay. So Bryce Young is set to start for this game. So if he stays healthy, that could affect things. So he's 138 of 224, 1288 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Jordan Love for the Packers, 151 of 213, 1798 yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So basically, from a health standpoint, a stat standpoint, Love is definitely the better quarterback in this game, which probably no one looking at their college careers would expect. And, of course, some of it could be maybe Green Bay has better surrounding talent than the Panthers do. Like, I mean, the Packers probably just have a better cast than the Panthers, and that probably has helped Jordan Love compared to Bryce Young. There's a reason the Panthers had number one pick. Anyway, so this could be a good game, but I think the Packers right now just have a better roster than the Panthers, like a good bit better, like a lot better roster than the Panthers, and with that and the home field advantage, I think the Packers will beat the Panthers tomorrow. Indianapolis Colts versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The Colts have a 58.6% chance to win, and the Steelers have a 41% chance to win. This is at Pittsburgh. So yeah, this could be a good game. Quarterbacks you have Daniel Jones for the Colts, 173 out of 243, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2062 yards. Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers, 142 out of 208, 1489 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So Jones is having one of probably his best year in the league. And of course you have Jonathan Taylor leading the NFL in rushing yards, touchdown runs and total touchdowns. So obviously Jonathan Taylor's doing a really good have a really good year for running back. And of course the Steelers with their defense. So yeah, this could be like the best game of the week for NFL. Like a really good game. Like two really good rosters, basically yeah, so I think with it being at Pittsburgh, I think home field advantage is going to be the big thing here, so I think the Steelers will beat the Colts tomorrow. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs have a 57% chance to win, and the Bills have a 42.6% chance to win. This is at Buffalo. So yeah, so this could be a really good game, one of the best games of the week. I don't know if it'll be as good as the Colts versus Steelers, but it's up there. Of course, with quarterbacks, you have Patrick Mahomes, 189 out of 282, 299 yards, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Josh Allen for the Bills, 134 out of 197, 1560 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So, big quarterback matchup. The Bills obviously they have some defensive problems. Chiefs definitely a better defense than you know than the Bills. And so yeah, so this could be a really good game. And basically yeah, so you know uh yeah, so I mean it's gonna be a fun one to watch. Basically it's gonna be a high scoring game, I think, like a very high scoring game. And obviously the Chiefs have not played as well this year as in previous years. You know, and so I think with it being at Buffalo, I think the Bills will beat the Chiefs tomorrow. NBA. Atlanta Hawks versus Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks have a 41.9% chance to win, and the Cavs have a 58.1% chance to win. This is at Cleveland. So yeah, so for injuries, Trey Young is out. That's big for the that's going to really hurt the Hawks. For the Cavs, Sam Merrill, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell are game time decisions. Darius Garland, Max Struss are out. So with everyone else on the teams, you have for the Hawks, you have Jalen Johnson, Luke Kennard, um, Kristaps Porzingis, um, Jacob Toppin, Dyson Daniels. For the Cavs, you have Jared Allen, Lonzo Ball, DeAndre Hunter, Sam Merrill, Larry Nance Jr., Craig Porter Jr., Tyrese Proctor, Jalen Tyson, Luke Travers. So yeah, without a lot of these stars, it's definitely can be low scoring for an NBA game. But with it being at Cleveland and with Trey Young being out, which that's going to have a really big effect on the Hawks. I think the Cavaliers are going to beat the Hawks tomorrow. Miami Heat versus Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat have a 40.7% chance to win. The Lakers have a 59.3% chance to win. This is at LA. So with injuries, you have for the Heat, you have Kasparis, Jakusionis, Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero are out. Rozier it's not necessarily for injury. Norman Powell, game time decision. For the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton is a game time decision. Aldo Thiero, Gabe Vincent, Max Kleber, LeBron James are out. So yeah, that's a big deal. Of course, with other players, you have for the Heat, you have Bam Adebayo, Simone Fontecchio, you know, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, Keyshawn Johnson, David Mitchell, Drew Smith, Andrew Wiggins, Jameer Young. The Lakers, you have, Luka Doncic, who's back, Jackson Hayes, Dalton Connect, Christian Coloco, Marcus Smart, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves. So yeah, the Lakers I would say have a better with what each team has left after injuries. The Lakers I would say have a better roster than the Heat. So even though I would say the Heat probably have a better coach. So with the better roster that the Lakers have combined with home field advantage, I think the Lakers will beat the Heat tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.